For today's lesson, we're going to take a look at factoring. All right, so we're starting our unit on factoring, more specifically, factoring GCF. All right, this is SOL 8.2. The student will perform operations on polynomials, including factoring completely first and second degree binomials and trinomials in one variable. The learning target for this video, I can factor out a GCF. So with GCF, we mean greatest common factor. All right, so let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is recall the distributive property. All right, so do you remember the distributive properties? Remember, everything inside the parentheses gets multiplied by what's on outside of the parentheses. Or I should have said the other way. Whatever is outside of the parentheses gets multiplied by everything inside of the parentheses. So for the first example, we're going to multiply 2x times 3 and times 3x and 2x times 2. So 2x times 3x is 6x squared. So remember, using the product rule for exponents, anytime you multiply like bases, you add the exponents. And then you have 2x times 2, which is 4x. All right. Next, we have 3x squared y, which is being multiplied by 4xy and negative 1. So 3 times 4 gives me 12. X squared times x gives me x cubed, again using that product rule. And then we have y times y, which gives me y squared. Then we have 3x squared y being multiplied by negative 1, which is going to be minus 3x squared y. And for the last example, we have 5a. 5a is being multiplied by 2a squared minus 4a plus 10. 5a times 2a squared gives me 10a cubed. 5a times a negative 4a is minus 20a squared, and 5a times 10 is plus 50a. All right, so the reason why we reviewed the distributive property is basically the GCF is doing the opposite. All right, so the distributive property, we're taking what's outside of our parentheses and multiplying it by everything that's inside the parentheses. The factoring out a GCF is doing the opposite of factoring. So we're looking, not a factoring of the distributive property. So we're looking for that number or term that I multiply outside of my parentheses. All right. So really quickly, what are factors? Factors are numbers or parts, polynomials in this case, that when multiplied together form a product. All right, something important that we need is prime factors, and prime factors are polynomials that cannot be factored. All right. So let's take a look at some examples. All right, so the first step, or the first thing that we do, draw a factor tree for each term, then write out the prime factorization underneath. Circle all factors that each term has in common. Multiply these together to get your GCF. Of the factors you haven't circled, multiply those back together, but each term separately to see what goes in the parentheses once you factored out the GCF. All right, so if we look at this first example here, we have 15x squared y cubed minus 5x cubed y to the fourth. So here in this step, we can see that we pulled out those factors, even though we made a factor tree linearly, not so much as a tree. We can see that for 15, the factors are 5 and 3. For x squared, the factors are x and x, and y cubed, the factors are y times y times y. For the second portion, we have 5. So, of course, 5 is prime. We can't break that down anymore. X cubed, we have 3 x's for the factor. And then y to the fourth, we have 4 y's. All right. So we can see what they have in common. So here we can see that both have 5 in common. They have x, x. They have y, y, y. So you can see they have a 5, 2 x's, and 3 y's in common. So that gives us 5x squared y cubed as our GCF. So taking our GCF and dividing each term. So again, using the quotient rule for exponents, we're going to subtract our exponents. What's left in the parentheses gives us 3 minus xy. All right. So if we were to distribute that back out, so we can double check ourselves to make sure that that is the GCF that we need, we're going to multiply everything in the parentheses by 5x squared y cubed. All right, so 5 times 3 gives me 15. My x squared y cubed stays the same. Minus 5, x squared times x gives me x cubed. Y cubed times y gives me y to the 4th. And we get our original polynomial. All right, so now we're going to look at this example and we're going to work it out ourselves. All right, so it says factor 8x squared plus 4x. All right, so with 8, we know that we can multiply 2 times 2 times 2. X squared, the factors are x and x. For 4, we have 2 times 2. And of course, we just have our x. All right, so to see what they have in common, I'm going to actually change the color to make that a little bit more easier. We see we have a 2 in common. We have another 2 in common. And we have an x in common. All right, so the GCF is 2 times x, which gives us 4x. All right, so now going back, I'm going to divide each term by 4x. So we have 8x squared divided by 4x. So 8 divided by 4 is going to be 2. X squared divided by x just gives me x. 4 divided by 4 gives me 1. X divided by x gives me 1. All right. So finally, we're going to write our GCF. So we have 4x. What's left in parentheses is 2x plus 1. We can distribute this back out. So 4x times 2x gives me 8x squared plus 4x. So that checks out. All right, let's look at the next one. So we have 24x y cubed plus y cubed. All right, so 24, we're going to go ahead and break that down. All right, so I'll show you this one using the prime factorization tree. So we have 24. I can multiply 2 and 12. So this kind of goes back to when we were simplifying radicals. I have 2 times 6, which is 2 times 3. So I know here I have 2. Oops, didn't mean to change the color. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times x times y times y times y. And then for y cubed is just y times y. So I can definitely see they have 3 y's in common. So they have y times y times y, which gives me y cubed. I'm going to divide each term by y cubed. All right, so I know with my GCF, I have y cubed. I have 24x because I can't simplify that with anything. I have y cubed divided by y cubed, which gives me 1. And then I have y cubed divided by y cubed, which gives me plus 1. All right. All right. So again, we're doing the exact same thing. So it says factor the following binomials using the examples and steps from above. So what you can see at the top of your page, those 3 steps. All right. So we have 3a plus 21. So 3 is prime, so that stays 3. And then, of course, a, we can't break that down anymore. 21, we have 3 times 7. So we can see that both of these have 3 in common. So our GCF is going to be 3. Divide each term by 3. So we have 3A divided by 3, which gives me A. But I'm going to put my GCF on the outside. And then 21 divided by 3, which is 7. And again, we can check ourselves by doing the distributive property. So we have 3A plus 21. All right. For the next one, we have 20x plus 5x squared. So again, 20, we can break that down. So I'm going to go ahead and make a factor tree. Again, you don't have to do this. You can actually, spread it out as we've done it before, but just showing you the example of the factor tree. So I have 2 times 10 and then 2 times 5. So I multiply 2 times 5. And of course, I have x. I have 5x times x. Sorry that my 5 looks like an S. All right. So I can see that each term has a 5 in common and an x. All right. So we have 5x is my GCF. I'm going to divide each term by 5x. I'm going to put my GCF on the outside. 20 divided by 5 is 4. X divided by x gives me 1. Then I have 5 divided by 5, which is 1. X squared divided by x, which just gives me x. And again, I can use the distributive property to help me. So I'm going to multiply, or distributive property to check my answer. So 5x times 4 is 20x. And then 5x times x is plus 5x squared. All right. Now what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and I want you to try to work on these 4 examples on your own and then come back to the video to check your answers. All right, so looking here, I have 15x squared y plus 25xy squared. So for 15, I'm multiplying 3 times 5. Then I have x times y. For 25, I have 5 times 5 times x times y times y. So we can see they have a 5 in common. They have an x in common and a y in common. So my GCF is 5xy. 15 divided by 5 is 3. X squared divided by x is x. And of course, y divided by y is 1. 25 divided by 5 is 5. X divided by x is 1. And y squared divided by y is y. All right. For the next example, I have 21xy plus 49xyz. So for 21, I have 3 times 7, x times y. For 49, I have 7 times 7, x, y, z. Both terms have a 7 in common. They have an x in common, and they have a y in common. So my GCF is 7xy. So I have 7xy as my GCF. 21 divided by 7 is 3. X divided by x is 1. Y divided by y is 1. 49 divided by 7 is 7. X divided by x is 1. Y divided by y is 1. And then I have z. All right. So as it gets more complicated and it adds on more variables and larger exponents, break up each piece. All right. So now we have 27 a cubed b cubed plus 36 a4b squared. So for 27, sorry, I think I might have cut this portion off. I apologize about that. Don't know what happened to my 27 there, but that's okay. All right. So for 27, we have 3 times 3 times 3, a times a times a, b times b times b. For 36, we have 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times a 4 times b twice. All right. So we can see that they have 2 3s in common. So I'm just going to box here All right. They have 3 A's in common. And they have 2 B's in common. All right. So for my GCF, I have 3 times 3 times A times A times A times B times B. All right. So 3 times 3 gives me 9. A cubed B squared. All right. So my GCF on the outside, 9A cubed B squared. 27 divided by 9 is 3. A cubed divided by A cubed is 1. B cubed divided by B squared is B. 36 divided by 9 is 4. A to the 4th divided by A cubed is just A. And B squared divided by B squared is 1. All right. Now we have 24. A squared B squared C cubed. And 40A B cubed C. All right. So for 24, we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. A times A, B times B, and then C 3 times. All right, so for 40, we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. We have A times B times B times B times C. So here we can see they have, let me change my pen color, 3 2's in common. They have 1 A in common. They have 2 B's in common and 1 C. All right, so for my GCF, I have 2 times 2 times 2 times A times B times B times C. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. A, B squared, C. All right, so rewriting my GCF, 24 divided by 8 is 3. A squared divided by A is A. B squared divided by B squared is 1. C cubed divided by C is C squared. 40 divided by 8 gives me 5. A divided by A gives me 1. B cubed divided by B squared leaves me with B. And then we have C cubed divided by C, which gives me C squared. Oh, no, excuse me. I have C divided by C, correct myself, which just gives me 1. All right. So now in your notes, there are some practice problems. There are quite a few problems. So I'm going to ask that you complete the even number questions from your notes. So the even number questions. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. Of course, if you get done with those before I log on to the video, then you can work on 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 12. But for right now, we're focusing on the even numbers.